Stream live now. Thank you to those who have tuned into this show. We truly appreciate that you take your time to watch this episode. This is the seventh episode. I'm at the first episode. Actually, I'm so excited to take part. Well, if you are new to this channel, please drop your comments in the chat box of our YouTube channel and tell us where you're from and what you think of our show. We'll also provide Q&A session to get connected with our viewers. So, do not hesitate to drop your questions about our. Okay, oh, okay. Three. Now, do you hear my voice? Okay. Uh, Now I'm with Andreas, Roland, seriously, and panel. To all our panelists, please kindly introduce yourself, starting from Andreas.
Good evening, listener and all of us. Let me introduce myself. My name is Andreas Putra Pardamen Simarmata. You can call me Andre. I was born in Lampung and now I am in Palembang. I'm from Faculty of Philosophy Level 2 and my hobby is badminton. I think enough. Thanks for your attention.
Next is seriously.
Thank you. Good evening to all of us. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dea Retsleftivena Aransawisan. You can call me Dea. I was born in Tarakan City and now I'm in Tarakan. I'm from the Faculty of Philosophy, Level 2. My hobby is swimming. Thank you.
Thank you, Leslie. The last is, the last, Roland. It's your turn.
Okay, thank you. My name is Roland Feni. I'm from Kupang. Now I live in Bandung City. It's my hobby, football. Thank you.
Hi, Roland. Nice to meet you. The last speaker is Tana. Is Tana here? Well, we are going to continue. Okay, speakers, thank you for being with. In this time, I would like to tell the main topic of this episode is characters. We are going to dive into human characters. Apparently, parents hold important roles in building their children's character. Roland, please provide us further insight on parents' roles in shaping characters. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you. The roles of parents in shaping the character of the children. As we know, parents play an important role in developing the potential of the children. Parents are the first and fourth mass in the character and family enforcement. Parents need to be aware the children have great potential when they are born. The importance of early children education is because during this phase children progressing rapidly. At the time, each time read time to the definition of the current education ordained with its woman. Now, character education aims to strengthen children basic foundation pression for life and can adapt to for and can adapt the affirm. However, parents' understanding of the importance of early education is still low. The reason for limited found for present and lack of uh, of, of felicity and infrastructure in the education children. Not 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 all present reason the optimist children. Character can actually be done in various ways. One of the is role play activity. Their playing activity children and learn about this themselves and the suffering every man. The roles played by present for children is not only is the only on children. I'm sorry. Character education must be the writers must be character education must be written to be optimist on Ryan Brian. Uh, do not let present to the children about moral character, manners, and honesty by emphasizing the left brain aspect through rote memory of just knowing. In terms of character formation is must be part of the systematically and continuously in love aspect of knowledge, feeling, loving, and acting. Although the role of parents in transmitting modern education to children, although has not run optimally, present continue to try to improve it. Character education is a process that never stops. The government may character education, but character education must be conscious. Character education is not project that has a beginning and an and and character education is not nobody the important the importance of character education for early childhood is based of the exo of uh cycle period in three different. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Roland, for giving us clear insight on how parents should be responsible in modeling their children's character. Uh, okay, the way to eradicate character toxicity in us, we need to find pleasure in seeking them. Tell us how directly. Directly.
Okay. Uh, and now I will convey about find pleasure in seeking the Lord character building. Character as psychological traits or character that distinguish one person from others. Character is a psychology term that refers to the distinctive traits possessed by an individual that distinguish him from other individuals. So basically character is the inherent characteristic of a personality. While Christianity is a term for someone who has accepted Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior personality and imitate his life and teaching in daily life. Christian character is also called Christian qualities, namely the spiritual qualities possessed by a Christian. Each person is recognized through the characteristic or character that are unique to him. Personal formation include a combination of several elements that cannot be avoided, namely the innate element, environmental elements, and habits. First, innate elements from birth are elements that are brought from parents through the birth process, such as physical, intellectual, emotional, temperament, and spiritual condition. Second, environmental elements have a great role and influence in shaping the character of a person's personality. The environmental elements here include the family environment, the traditional and cultural environment, as well as the nature environment, residence. Third, the element of habits is an action or behavior that is continuously carried out into a belief or necessity. These habits will also shape a person's characters. An important reason why we need to teach and display Christian character is moral degeneration. Because at this time, there are so many people who feel the occurrence of moral decline. The teaching of character against moral decline and against modern nation. In this modern era of globalization, we are increasingly aware of the different moral codes of cultures. Increasingly, aware of the different moral codes of different cultures. We are currently living in an age of global and current and cultural diversity, and that require the ability to adapt. Character is shaped by other people who become models we follow. Parents, teachers, coach who become models or role models for use help shape our character. By being led or following and imitating models or other worthy figures, we learn to recognize and embody the various habits and emotional and intellectual skills expressed by virtues. We know that Christian identity is recognized by the qualities that are clearly stated as the salt and light of the world. Both of these refer to difference and influence. This means that Christians must carry the moral burden consistently and consequently. Furthermore, this is not just an affirmation, but is a call for Christians to get involved and prove solution to the problem of this world without being worldly. This is the final test and function of Christian education. Furthermore, we are Christian. Apart from giving life to the people we educate, we also shape character outside. This life is the work of the Holy Spirit through the word we preach, through the gospel which we affirm as the center of faith. Therefore, the psalmists remind us, teach us to number our days so that we may gain a heart of wisdom. When a person becomes mature enough to realize how short life is, he begins to realize how precious it would be if he had learned earlier to be wise in life. If we strive to have wisdom from God, we will be better able to improve ourselves, develop character and values that flow from the new life that God has implanted in us. Our character will be a goodly character so that others are happy to see it and glorify God. Thank you.
Thank you directly for the gentle reminder that it's important for us to take time to communicate with your God to develop reflection. Okay. Finally, the family and education should be in unity as foundation to shape a child's character. Andrea, tell us the values, the value and characters, the education that we should have. Sandy should.
Value and character education. Regarding this, we raise a question. How is character education in school? What are the value of character education? Character education is a conclusion effort that is planned and directed through a learning environment for the growth and development of all human potential who have good character trait, have good morals, and have a positive and constructive effect on nature and society. The definition of character education itself can be understood from its word spiritually. Education is a process of learning human habits, skill, and knowledge that is passed on from the previous generation to the next generation. Meanwhile, character is an accumulation of individual character, trait, and personality that leads to belief and habits in everyday life. Without living the respective meanings, it can be understood that character education is a planned effort to build individual character, so that later they become useful individuals both for themselves and for many people. Referring to understanding above, character education as a basic function to develop one potential so that he can live his life by being good. Within the scope of formal education, character education in school serves to shape the character of students to become individuals who have noble character, are moral, so well-behaved, and tolerant. So, what the cultural value of the virtual national? The Ministry of Education and Culture has established the values of character education as a priority for the development of strengthening character education. And the five main characters that determine the importance of character education are: the first is religion. It is manifested in the behavior of carrying out religious teaching and belief, respecting difference in religion and other beliefs. The second is nationalism, show true appreciation of the nation or culture, protecting the environment, obeying the law, discipline, respecting culture, ethnic and religious diversity. The third is integrity, including an attitude of responsibility, consistency, and its action and word based on the truth, respecting individual dignity, and being able to show an example. The fourth is independent. Become a lifelong learner, using all energy, mind, time to realize hopes, dreams, and ideals. And the fifth is mutual cooperation. It is expected that students will show respect for others, be able to work together, be inclusive, help each other, have empathy, and a sense of solidarity. The failure or success of children's character education is influenced by various factors, including instinct, habit, heredity, and the environment. On the other hand, strengthening character education involves family, school, and community. The school, as part of the environment, have an environmental role in children's character education. In school too, national character education can be built through daily routine activity. And the example of teachers strengthening character education in school can also be integrated through extracurricular, curricular, and intracurricular activities. Basically, strengthening character education involuntarily through ethnic and spiritual, aesthetic, and kinesthetic have thus point become an extension in carrying out teacher education in school. Thank you.
Thank you, Andreas, for sharing with us the value of having education characters. It's time to all the panelists. Thank you for sharing with us your thoughts, ideas, experience regarding our main topic, characters. Now, we have come into discussion session. I will be giving you 3 cases to discuss. Let me show the first case. Um, Wait a minute, I will share the case. Or maybe Ma'am Deborah, please help me to share the cases. Wait a second.
All right, for the first question, Maria's mother was ill, so Maria decided to take day off to care of her mom by making warm corn soup for and stand tofu. She also made sure that her mother went to the clinic for checkup and that she stayed in bed. What do you think of Maria character trait? This is the question, and we are from group 7. We will answer this question. And from me, I think uh, from this question, I think she is a kind heart doctor for her mother, and we can see that she is willing to take day off to take care of her mother, and she have a passion to take care her mother without. And from this, we can know she is very love her mother. From here, can we see that his character is very good, and according with what we learn in this night, her character is something we should emulate in our life. So this is answer from me. Maybe from other group, from Darius Lewisan can answer this statement.
Okay, thank you. My answer, Maria is a very kind child. He really cares for his mother who is sick in order to get healing. We must imitate Maria's attitude and action because Maria show her filial attitude towards her parents, and that's very positive. Thank you.
Maybe from Brother Roland answer.
Okay, thank you. So this is very good because the parents are successful in educating their children, and this is very good in my opinion.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Okay. Thank you for the speaker to answer the first cases. Let me process to the second case. Well, what do you think of this character? I will read these cases. Can I borrow your pen, please? Asked Jenny. Sorry, I don't lend my stuff. Get your own. Screamed Kim. What character trait is Kim showing? Do you think her parents have failed to shape her character? I would answer. I would hear the answer from directly.
Okay, thank you. For my answer, Kim's attitude is very and prop, pirate to imitate because Kim is too rude. Maybe Kim is like that because of the lack of attention from his parents, so that he behaves impolitely. If you don't want to learn, you should also answer in a more polite way. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy, for good answer. How about Andreas? What do you think of this second case?
From the story, I can take the answer is Kim showing his emotional, and maybe he can talk well without scream, or maybe the thing is he cannot control his emotion when answering someone, or he's having a problem that make him scream if someone talk to him. And what about her parents? I think her parents not fail to shape his character because they can be more trying to teach him to control his emotions while talking with someone. That's okay because Kim said sorry in her first word and make sure that he can lend his pen. But if his parent can teach him well, he can well to talk to someone. So from the story we can take the conclusion if the parent is not wrong because the parent teach him to talk to someone and the Kim say sorry. That means that he is not really false because he says sorry for the first word. That's from me. Thank you.
Thank you. The I want to hear the answer from Roland. What your opinion?
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you. My answer. 50% of parents have failed because their children do not educate for various things, but his might still be facts in the family. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for all your participants to answer the second case. So the next case is about since, uh, since the pandemic classes are run online, lecturers give exam via Moodle. Andreas is happy if the exam is done through Moodle because he can cheat by opening the text, inviting friends to take the exam together so that he can copy their answers. Andreas has no fear of cheating. What makes him to immune to guilt? Do you think this indicates failed parenting and poor education system? Well, how about directly to the third question?
Okay, if the answer is from me, Andreas got used to it because there was an opportunity. And we know that will evil there is also an opportunity or opportunity. Andreas is used to it because he is too comfortable with the situation or situation. So it is difficult to change the habit. It is also caused by the lack of attention from both parents. Uh, Maybe the parents are busy at work or busy with personal interest. So they pay less attention to their children. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dorothy. How about Roland? What do you think about the third case? Can you give your opinion?
Okay. My answer is maybe parents that fail because it did not education is children will to always be honest no matter what.
Okay, that's the Roland answer. How about Andreas?
All right. This is a nice story with the same name like me, but he is not me. This is just an example. Uh, and from this story, this is something we often experience in our life, especially during this pandemic, COVID-19. I think this Andres do it maybe because he always cheat, lie, hurt others, or fail, and he thinks that is part of the human condition, and maybe he's not afraid and he wants to get the best grade as as expected. That's why it makes him immune to guilt. I think maybe it can be indicate failed parenting, because if the kids show the bad things, and maybe some can say that his kids do not teach well by his parents, and about poor education system, no, maybe it's because from himself won't be obey the good things. So I think this is my answer. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for all your good answers. I'd like to ask each our speakers to give their closing statement before we end the show. I want to ask Andreas to deliver your closing statement.
All right, for a closing statement from me, uh, whatever our parents teach us to do, please do it, because our parents always give the best thing that he learned from his parents, and they give to us too. And please do it, because never parents want to be hurt his son, like God want us to be safe. uh, it seems like our parents want us to be a good things. Please, whatever we learn from our parents, our teacher, from uh, from others, please learn from that and do it what the good things, so be we can be the good for others and for ourselves too. Thank you.
Nice step. How about seriously? Could you please share your statement? How about Roland?
Okay, now closing statement for me. Whatever you do, be a good person, not for the sake of the other, but for yourself. Thank you.
Seriously, any statement for this topic?
Okay, for my closing statement, one bad thing spoils many good things because good behavior will always be remembered by people. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your sharing closing statement. And I hope all of us here, especially viewers, can get information and it can be useful in our daily life. Finally, we have come to the end of our show. To all panelists, I would like to personally thank you, each one of you, for your time and contribution. I really appreciate your efforts to make this happen. And to all our viewers, thank you for viewing this episode. We air episode 8 Tuesday morning. Please stay tuned and discover more thoughtful stories from young people. Stay healthy and wise. Okay, everyone, thank you.
Thank you.